So in last demo class, we discussed what is REACTJS, what are the features of REACTJS, that concept we discussed here. Okay. So here this is React demo class. We're discussing the concepts of REACTJS. So I have given the introduction already. So we need to start the concepts one by one. So to work with this REACTJS, we'll start the concepts before that. So REACTJS is the JavaScript library dynamic websites. So why we are using this REACTJS? To implement the dynamic websites. Okay, REACTJS we are using to develop the dynamic websites. That's the reason we are using this REACTJS. Yes. Next one. REACTJS. Client side. Yes. It is nothing but a client side script. So executes in the browser. Okay. So that is the main focus. So REACTJS is an open source client side script. Yes. So already we discussed two types of scripting languages we are using to work with the websites. One is client-side script, the one is server-side script. And the client-side script executes in browser, server-side script executes in website. So these are the points already we discussed. So to download the websites, in both scripts we are using as UI developer. Okay, as UI developer, our role is to work with the client-side scripts. And server-side program is working with server-side scripts. That's the main concept. Anyhow, REACTJS is nothing but JavaScript library to implement the dynamic websites. So to work with this REACTJS, okay, so we should have idea on this JavaScript. So in last class I told you I would start JavaScript. Okay. And before JavaScript, some part of HTML also required because we are working with the registration login, these concepts. Yes, we are working with registration login, these type of concepts. In this point of view, HTML is also required for us. So that's why first I will discuss the concepts of HTML. Okay. The HTML concepts means so not much classes. Okay, 1 or 1.5 day we are spending with this HTML. Yes. After that, we'll discuss the concepts of JavaScript. In JavaScript point of view, complete JavaScript is required. Okay, complete JavaScript is required. But in HTML point of view, so if you know the controls like what is okay, how to play the text box button, this type of controls, that is enough. So we are discussing these concepts. 1 second. Yes. Now, just what is HTML and how to work with this HTML. So that concept we'll discuss now. Okay. After HTML concepts, we'll start the JavaScript concepts. Okay. So if anybody missed the last class, demo class about React.js, you can go through that website, DURGASOFT YouTube channel. The DURGASOFT YouTube channel, okay, just I have given that. So in the DURGASOFT YouTube channel, so they uploaded the demo classes. Okay, yes, HTML. HTML is web technology. Okay, to design web pages. Yes, HTML is web technology to design the web page. Yes. Yes. Good. So for designing point of view, using HTML. Yes, HTML is web technology. We are using this web technology to design the web pages. Okay. Yes. So here HTML provides many elements like IMG, input, okay, markup, etc. to design web pages. Yes. So it provides many elements. So what are the elements we have? IMG is one element, input is one element, markup, like the different types of elements it provides. For what? To design the web pages. Okay. Every element provides many properties. You can also call them as attributes. Okay. So many properties are there. For example, SRC is one property. Type width is one property like that. So every element provides many properties. We are calling them as attributes. So next one, every element we should enclose with these brackets. We are calling them as angle. Every element we are enclosing it less than and greater than symbol. So we are calling these brackets as angle. Then we are calling it as okay tag. Yeah. Understand tags. So, like. And next one, HTML is not case sensitive. Remember this. HTML is case insensitive. It is not case. You can use uppercase and lowercase like that. Next one, HTML is errorless. Errorless means what is that? It is not displaying any error messages. Okay, yes, it is simply errorless script. Even if you enter the invalid tag, it won't display any error message. Pretty clear that the meaning of errorless.
Sir,
Yes,
is this case sensitive or insensitive?
not case sensitive.
So yeah,
Means
it's
case insensitive.
okay. So it's a description provided as like case sensitive.
No, here not is there.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't see that. Sorry.
Okay, so keeping you there. Okay. Yes. So here errorless script. It won't raise any error messages. In case if it is getting the invalid tag, simply it ignores. If it is getting invalid tag, it ignores, but not raising any error messages. Okay, next one. HTML file extension should be .html. Yeah, the extension of that file should be .html. So these are the basic points you should remember. So once again, I'm telling to you, we're not covering the complete HTML concepts. Okay, according to our react.js classes. Okay, those concepts, how much okay required. So we are discussing that one. Yes, and second point is we are also in JavaScript point of view, complete JavaScript we discuss. Okay, so first I'm creating one HTML file, desktop, first file.html. I have given that. So this is the file which I created desktop. Name of this file is first file and extension is .html. Right. Now here hi message I have taken. Now you can see somewhere it is created. The first file.html. In my system, edit plus icon is coming, but in your system, browser icon it displays. If you save any file with extension .html, it displays browser icon. Now right click and open with browser. Now here it displays one message. What that hi message it displays. Now the thing is, I want to take controls. Okay. HTML provides many elements. Okay, we are calling them as controls. IMG is one element, input is one element, marquee is one. Like that, we have different types of yes. These elements we are also calling as control set rule. Okay. Now, how to work with these elements we will discuss. Okay. So first of all, here in this browser, I am taking IMG. Is it element? Can browser understand it as element? No, it is simple text. If I place within the angle brackets, then browser is understanding as element. Now here it executed and the result control it is trying to display. The result control, okay. So IMG result it is trying to display. But here the thing is, which image you want to display on the image control not specified. So for that we are using attributes. So SRC is one attribute, type is one attribute, like the different types of attributes we are using. Yes, we displayed one element. Okay. For this element, we are providing some attributes. So here, my requirement is I want to display orange dot JFIF. That element I want to display. What that orange dot JFIF? That element I want to display. Then we are using SRC is equal to orange dot JFIF. So this is attribute. We are also calling it as property. Now refresh it, it display that orange. And width also I'm providing now. Width is equal to 100 pixels. One more attribute, one more property. Refresh width is coming black. Is this clear? Like that, this is the element which we are displaying here on control. In case, copy this and paste. Instead of img, I have given im. Okay, I am displaying im. I have given im. So what the result of this? Huh?
Yeah, it will not show anything.
Yeah, will it give any error message related to this? No,
No.
because HTML is error. Okay, now refresh. It won't give any error message. So generally errors, browser related errors where we can see. So right click, go to the inspect, and here console is there. Generally browser related all errors we are seeing on the console. But right now we are not getting any error messages because HTML is errorless. But JavaScript and our React.js. So those errors we can see here. JavaScript, all errors it displays here. React.js, some errors it displays on the compiler. Okay, so we are working with compilers. Okay, so variable compiler we are using to work with this React. In that compiler displays some errors. That's the main problem. Yes.
Sir, one thing, like if you put, let's say you put the attribute width, right? So does it have impact on the height, like both side, or like
With the
yeah, with this?
width is proportional. So
Okay,
both. Okay, now here you can see 400 have got it.
okay. Yeah, so it's increase both side, like height and width, like both will be increased, right?
Wantedly want to change height also. Then height is equal to 400 pixels have given. Like this. Now it is done.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Now this height or img tag, img capital small combination. Is it valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid.
Because it is not case sensitive. If I refresh, you're getting the same output. Okay. So these are about the points which we have discussed. So React.js is not case sensitive. Okay. Sorry, React.js is case sensitive. HTML is not case sensitive. Okay. So that's why you can use any cases, capital or small, any. But in React.js, the specific cases we are using. So if the function is available with capital, you should call with capital. If it is small, you should call with small. Mainly we are working with camel cases. So what is that camel? Everything we'll discuss with the React discussion. Okay. Anyhow, just initially for our support, we are discussing HTML concepts. After that, we will start React, JavaScript, React. So anyhow, these are the basic points. Okay. Now here, some elements in HTML. Okay. We are closing directly. Some elements open and closing tag we have. For example, see img source is equal to yes, all.jpg is there. One more image. All.jpg width is equal to 56. So directly we are closing some elements like this. Yes. But the thing is here, some elements were closing with the open and closing brackets we have. So what is concept? We will discuss now. Before that, we need to cover one very, very important topic. types of HTML elements. Can anyone tell me how many types of HTML elements we have?
Two,
What are they?
inline and block level.
Before that, one more step is there.
Hmm.
Yes. So HTML elements are mainly two types. One is container, second one non-container. Okay. So second one is non-container. Like that, we have two types of elements. What the first one? Container. Second one is non-container. What is container? Container can hold other elements. So general meaning is that container. What the general meaning of container? Which can hold other controls. Yes, like goods container. In our HTML also, we have containers. So these containers can hold other elements. Okay. So what is the purpose of containers? We can use containers to group or to hold multiple controls. Say group. The examples if we take div, span, table, anchor, paragraph. All this comes under containers. So containers can hold other elements. What the reason to use these containers? To hold multiple controls as a group. We want to hold multiple controls as a group, then we are in these containers. So div, span, table, anchor, paragraph, all this comes under containers. That's the main ones. Okay. Now, one example I will show you, so then you will get that clarity. For example, we are creating the login form in React.js. So, React.js is for coding. Definitely controls we need to place with HTML. So, just I'm preparing the login. Input type is equal to text. Placeholder is equal to so new line. Input type is equal to text. Placeholder is equal to new line. One more button. So here actually this is text box. I will again explain how to display the other controls. Input tag we are using to display the text box button, radio button like that. First I will show you the output of this. So we have these two text boxes. So type of the control is text box. Placeholder we are using to display some default text on this control. What that username and password is. Input type is equal to button I have given in new. This is a button control. And value is equal to something like login. What the text of this log. Like that, I have taken internet text box, password text box, and login button. Yes, these are the controls which I have. So we designed one simple HTML form. That is fine. Now what I am doing here, just I want to take one button. So value will show. Login. My requirement is when I click on this button, then only I want to display this entire login form. Okay. Yes. Initial state of this username, password, and login button should be hide. When user click on this button, then only we are displaying. So that's why first we need to hide these controls. Actually, in React, we can use conditions to hide the control, but React is not yet started. That's why. So I'm using simple CSS property. So style sheet property, that is on display colon none means it is hiding the control. If I refresh, hiding this control. Or the display none I have given is hiding the. Now same property I'm placing here also. Now it is hiding. Okay. Now what is the requirement? When I click on this button, then only I want to show this control. That is my requirement. Yes. Yes. So here, if you observe each and every control, we apply display property now. Okay. This is a login form. We have only 3 controls. Okay, no problem. We can simply apply this display property. In case if we have many properties, for example, registration form. So name, username, first name, last name, okay, and password, retype password, address, email ID, okay. Next one, pin code, like that many controls we have. In each and every control, you want to apply display, and that is ethnic process to you. Yes or no? Yes. Then what is the solution for that? Yes, solution is nothing but we need to group all these controls. Yes. So right now I'm removing the display property on these controls. Save and refresh. Now these controls I'm placing inside the div tag. So div is one content. Div is one content. Inside this container, I have taken this all controls. Is it clear? Means I grouped these controls with the help of div. One second. Sorry, I was in mute. Okay, still listen. Now, if you see this, so here, this is the first div tag. So I apply display on the div tag. Then all controls which we are placing inside the div tag, those controls are hiding. So now no need to apply each and every control display property because we hold these all controls. Holding all controls as one group, and that group element is div. Inside the div we have display. The same procedure when user click on this button, we can display this div tag. So that time we are change the property of only the div tag. No need to change the property of each and every. Now here, simple code I am writing. Don't try to understand this code here. Okay. So see the result of this code. That's all. Now, I'll click either D1 dot display is something. Now, when I click on this, so that is the main purpose of grouping. So if you hold multiple controls as a group, so what are the properties applied on the group element? Those properties will apply on the inner controls. Okay. So that's the reason why we are using grouping. So for this grouping, what are the elements we are using? Containers. What are the containers we have? Div, span, table, like the different types of containers to hold the elements as group. But now you can ask me, sir, only for grouping, why these 5 controls or 6 controls we have? Yes, every control has different properties also. Okay, those properties we'll discuss. Anyhow, first point is these are all comes under containers. So containers can hold other elements. Is it clear? Mainly for grouping purpose, in designing point of we are using div and span. And what the purpose of this table? So to display the elements in horizontal and vertical, okay, in that structure, okay, that table rows and columns. And what the purpose of anchor tag to display the hyperlinks. And paragraph we are using to display the paragraphs. It's like that these are the main reasons why we are using these elements. Okay. So I will show you one by one. So anyhow, here this is container. Second one is non-container. What is non-containers? Not all the elements. Okay. Non-containers cannot hold other elements. The main purpose is if you want to receive some data or instructions from user, we can use non-containers. What the purpose of this? To receive some data and instructions from user. Examples to predict text box, button, all this comes under text box is one non-container like that. Button is one non-container like that. All this comes under non-containers. Yes. So this is about containers and non-containers. Now, why we are using text box? To receive some text. Why we are using button? To receive an instruction. Like that. Yes. Now, all containers we have open and closing tags. In between only we are placing the other elements. That's the main point. For this all containers, open and closing tags are there. All other controls we are placing between that. Inside these containers, we have closing slash. The slash is close. Is it clear? Yes. So you can close this text box button like this. Okay, with this slashes. Even if you don't use slashes, no issue. Image is also non-container. Right. So this is the basic information about containers and non-containers. First, we should know about this concept. Yes. So any questions we have in this topic? Any doubts? No doubts. Okay, then I am going to the next step. So right now I'm not explaining what we can do with div and span, okay, like the table, anchor, paragraph. Just we are discussing container and non-containers. Containers we can use to hold the other controls. Means with the div tag I can place other controls, with the span tag I can place other controls, with the table I can place other controls like that. So non-containers are not like that, okay. So we cannot place the other controls. Next thing, containers again two types. Yes, first one block elements or block level elements. You can call block levels. Second one, then elements. So what the first one here? Block level elements. So these elements occupy complete without the yes. So block level elements occupy complete without this. For example, if we take div table, okay, these are all comes under block level elements, paragraph, etc. And marquee is also there. I will show you that. Okay. So these are all block level elements, occupy the complete width of the screen. Inline elements, okay. Width of the element is the content. So width of the element is up to the content. So this is it. For example, anchor tag, span. Okay, this comes under inline elements. So I will show you one example for better idea. Okay. So once again, if you observe this, how many basic types of HTML controls we have, very, very important for us. So for example, if you open any React program, see, I will show you that. Yeah. Any okay, React application. So we are using this all controls. Now here, see, div tag is there. Input we are using like these are all HTML elements. And this is React component. So we'll discuss later. First, we are covering these topics. Yes, inside this div tag, we hold other controls. Okay. All these the controls which we are holding inside the div because that is content. Like so, this topic which we are discussing now that is very, very important for us. So containers again divided into two types. One is block level element. Second one is inline element. Block level element means occupy complete width of the screen. Inline element up to the content only talk with the width. I will show the example. Now For example, on div tag I have taken with some text. Okay, hi message. And after this card out. This hi is within the div tag. This hi message level. Okay. Now after that Scott is there. Where we are expecting these two elements one by one or side by side. So side by side or one line after that hi after the new line after that new line Scott, which is the expected result line by line. If I refresh this, we'll get the output hi says Scott. Because this div tag, this container is inline container or block container, block level container. Means occupies the complete width of the screen. You want to see the proper result if I apply background color. Yes. Again, background color yellow. Now you can see it is expanded up to there. So that's why the other element is coming into new line. In case instead of div, if I take span tag, span is inline element. Okay, that's why we are getting side by side. The width of the element is up to the content. So we are getting the output side by side. So this is about the inline and block level. Okay. You want to display group of elements side by side. For example, 3 groups are there. Every group contains multiple controls. Or 2 groups are the registration is one group, login is one group. These 2 groups you want to display side by side. Then those groups you are preparing with div or span. Span. In case these groups you want to display one by one, line by line, then those groups we are preparing with div. Is this clear? So that is the concept. Yes. Okay. Like that, we have this concept. Once again, HTML elements are 2 types. First one is container. Second one is non-container. So containers we are using to hold other controls. Non-containers only to receive the text from user or instructions. For example, text box we are using to receive the text. Button we are using to receive some instructions. Is it clear? Yes. Now here containers again 2 types. One is block element, block level element. Second one is inline. Block level elements occupy the complete screen width. Inline element up to the content only we have. That's the concept. So these are the examples for block level element and these are the examples for inline. Now here one point I'm telling to you, all non-containers are inline elements. Okay. All non-containers comes under inline elements. Got it. So this is about container and non. Yes. Yes. Now what is div? What is table, paragraph, module, span, everything in detail we need to discuss. Just now we covered the basic types of controls. Okay. Yeah. Now, any questions you have in this point? Any doubts? So very, very important question. What the difference between div and span? So div and span we are using to hold the multiple controls. Okay. Yes. So for grouping purpose only we are using div and span. What the difference between div and span? You tell me. What the difference? Div. Can easily answer, and this is one common interview question.
Div
Yeah.
starts
What
on
is the
main
difference?
line.
What is that?
New line. Div starts on new line.
A span is inline or block level?
Span
Inline.
is inline.
Div is block level. Both are containers. Both we are using to hold the multiple controls. But the difference is, so span allows another control to display side of that group, but div is not allowing because it occupies the complete width of the screen. So that's why next element is coming into new line. Is it clear that the difference between these two? Now we need to discuss what is table and how to work with the table. Okay. Yes. So all non-containers are inline elements on. Okay. Yes. All non-containers are inline elements. Response button, radar button, file upload control. I will show you all these controls. Okay. Because these are the regular controls every day we are using. Okay. And drop down list dialog box. All this comes under inline elements. But now copy this. I'm pasting in the chart window this today because Google Drive access is not yet provided, right? That's why. You got one message. Just copy and paste in your notepad. Once this demo link is changed to pay access. Till then, I will copy and paste in the chart window that goes. One more message I sent. The chart window. These two messages copy and paste. Okay. Fine. As I told you, we are spending the demo up to 50 minutes. Okay. So that's why today I'm going to switch out the session. So we discuss the types of controls. Tomorrow class we will cover. So what are the controls we have? That topic. After that, immediately I will start JavaScript concepts. You got it? So hope you understand this. Any questions before leaving the session? You can ask.
So when this videos will be added to the drive so that we can reference later, something so.
Yes, these videos right now, demo videos are available in YouTube channel of DURGASOFT.
Okay.
Okay. Once demo class is complete, maybe within 1 or 2 days. So that's why here, those who have, who wants to continue should register with the DURGASOFT. You will get the access, Google Drive access.
Okay.
After the demo classes, I will provide you the Google Drive access. Got it. Those who are registered in DURGASOFT. Okay. Maybe 1 or 2 more demo classes they are providing, not more than that. Okay. Yes. So they already mentioned that information, the chart window, they provided the number also in the chart window. You should contact with them. Okay. For that registration process and doubt. So any other doubts? Okay. Then I will continue the remaining things next class. You can drop. Thank you.